so excited and so happy about them, and we can't wait for people to be able to get them.
I basically like all the ones that we shouldn't have done.
I didn't really appreciate quite how much anticipation there was, really. Yeah.
I mean, even before it launched, we knew, when people see this, they'll think it's unlike anything else they've seen before. So we were quietly confident, I'd say, that we had something. I mean, when we, of course, behind closed doors, you see something for months and months, and the wow factor sort of wears off. It's only when you have someone else who's new that sees the product and then they react the way they do, then you think, oh yeah, it sort of reminds you of that feeling of when the first samples come in and when the first car gets put together.
The customer reaction to the launch has been incredible. It's been overwhelming, in fact. And I think we've done something quite good in the market to almost revive on-road or street driving. I think it's captured a lot of people's imaginations. I think what I enjoyed the most was to see the final edit of the videos that we shot. Because for me, the videos that we make, we put a lot into filming them, driving them, but it's doing that with the product that's been in development for a year and a half at least sometimes. So the final cut of the promotional video is almost the icing on the cake to see this is what the product has become.
I think there's a large misconception that there's a bunch of people that go out and make those videos. I got a big crew, or we got a production company or something along those lines. We do not. It's me. I shoot all the photos. I shoot pretty much all the videos. Chris does almost all the driving.
For the Infraction and Limitless, we got to go to some pretty amazing locations and do some pretty incredible driving.
I think most stuff for the Limitless and Infraction was kind of, it's kind of a next level. It was a step up in both quality and the kind of time we'd been afforded to scope out locations and that kind of stuff. So we'd chosen to go away from the UK, where we thought the weather would be bad, to where we thought the weather would be good. Unfortunately, they were having a particularly bad time of weather in California at that time. We cut back on some locations that we had identified and kind of thought would be good, but instead of just going to the places we wanted, we kind of scoped the weather a little bit and chased around the good weather to various other locations that either we had identified or the guys local had suggested to us.
The cars we use for our product videos are always completely stock. We get shipped out the cars from the production batch to the location that we're going to film. And I think one of the coolest things for the Infraction at the abandoned water park, the kind of surface that we were driving on, the tires left black marks when we launched. So a little kid kind of moment, the first launch off is like, whoa, it leaves black marks. So that was quite cool. The car itself allows you to drive and drift in a very controlled manner. It allows you to do some quite incredible drift scenes. It allows you to show off the product doing the things that it's capable of doing. So the high-speed runs through the desert, the drifting through abandoned water parks, laying down smoke, and then launching off. It's fantastic to do that stuff.
The response on the online has been fantastic. Yeah, I think I didn't really appreciate quite how much anticipation there was, really. Yeah, people are clearly waiting for it.
That launch day, wow, that was, for me, probably unlike anything that I've ever seen in the history of working at the company. And it was just really, in a way it's good, because obviously you think, oh great, everybody wants the product, but at the same time you're like, okay, how do you fulfill all this demand? So obviously that's a good problem to have, but yeah, I'd say those those initial first few days of seeing how people were reacting to it, and those are the things which I find the most rewarding aspect of the design. You spend all that time and effort, and then seeing people react in such a positive way, that's what, you know, makes me go to bed happy, I suppose.
We were really excited to release this car, these cars basically, and we're so excited that people like Brandon and Philip and the Aussie RC, Rich Duperbash, who got their hands on them early, were so excited and so happy about them, and we can't wait for people to be able to get them.
Really liked I think it's the Innovation RC video. It was Brandon who had one of the early Limitless videos, early Limitless cars, and I saw it scheduled on YouTube as a premiere. Yeah, so that's strange. I didn't know that they were out yet. I didn't know someone's going to have one. I looked in details, like, is this clickbait? And no, it looks genuine. I watched the video and I was blown away by it, because there's someone who has literally just got a Limitless. They've put their own electronics in it, and they've just done a 100-mile-an-hour pass as their first pass. It's like, well, yeah, we've done a good job. So yeah, I think that one, not just because of the video itself, but I think just the fact that someone has just received a car, put their electronics in it, and done a 100-mile-an-hour pass straight away. It's fantastic. A year and a half ago, it was a few parts on my screen. Now we're sitting back and we're watching a video of the vehicle doing incredible stuff in incredible locations, and it's almost down to all the people that are in these four walls to that have created that. It's quite a special thing.
ARRMA RC. Designed fast, designed tough.